There's only two kinds of people in this world. Me and everybody who isn't me. And which one am I? Well, I'm me. Some of the best stories ever told involve a main character who refuses to give up in the face of adversity and insurmountable odds. But none of these stories ever involve esports because insurmountable doesn't even begin to encapsulate the impossibility of surviving in the esports scene. It is just an infinite void of sadness and financial ruin. And you know what I say to that? Cannonball! I'm coming in willingly. That's right, Moist Esports is here to stay, and we've got some really interesting ideas to try and innovate in the space. So, we're getting a little experimental here. We're doing one of our outrageous watch parties live in person. So we're turning it into like an event, kind of like a Moist Fest to a certain extent. So we're going to be watching our Apex team take home the World Championship trophy in September, hopefully. Take home the World Championship trophy. Fucking fingers crossed, and I'm lighting incense every day in order to get rid of any kind of bad spirits out there that might weigh us down. And we thought it would be fun to do that with a live crowd to share in the hype and excitement. If you've ever watched any of our watch party streams, you know things get unhinged quick. We devolve into lunacy fast. It gets absolutely wild, and we thought it'd be really fun to do that with a crowd of people that are also energetic and excited to be watching as well. So it's kind of like a live sports event where everyone's getting excited for the home team, cheering for them, rooting for them. And that's kind of the whole idea behind it. So let me just go ahead and show you a little promotional teaser. This is the venue we're going to be using, and we made something a little goofy to announce it. Pterodactyl. P-T-E-R. What's the deal with salt shakers? You fill them up, and where does it all go? Reggie! Ravioli, ravioli.
Oh, you gotta check this guy out, he's fucking incredible.
Come on, boys. Remember what Keanu Reeves said? Get in. Tell him. You came into my house. Yep. You sucked my cock.
Yeah.
Get him. Yeah, he's down.
Crazy knocked him.
That's right.
Nice, boy. That's a way of starting. Fuck you. You fuck me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. Goosebumps.
You suck on my cock. Junction, what's that function? Tickets are available right now. You can click the link in the description below to get taken to them if you're interested in attending. It'll be a 3-day event, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Again, this is just us experimenting, you know? We're back in college here, and we're getting a little experimental with ourselves. So, yeah, we've been in the think tank ideating on some real big picture ideas, and this is the one that we've cooked up that we think sounds like a delectable dish to serve. So, we're excited to give this a try. Also, the event is only for ages 18 and above. There's going to be a full-service bar as well, so you'll get ID'd there. You'll need to be 21 and above for that. It's not going to be, you know, strippers coming out of the stage and, you know, getting fucking hog wild or anything, but it's definitely going to be content that is not suitable for younger audiences, which is why it's only 18 plus. It should be fun. We're really excited for it. And like I mentioned, esports is a space where you go to financially die. We've seen time and time again over the last decade these absolutely massive organizations backed by huge venture capitalist dollars still go belly up. These VC-backed orgs have more money than Scrooge McDuck did. The amount of doubloons at their disposal would make Captain Barbossa puke. They have tons and tons of money, and yet still they end up tits up. Because in the esports scene, you're just constantly burning money. It's just vanishing right in front of you without ever seeing anything come back to you. It's just being flushed down the toilet, and the toilet never refills with that money. So even with all of the money in the world, these orgs still end up going defunct a lot of times, or end up in huge financial trouble, like pretty much all of them are right now. It's just stayed stagnant for so long, with orgs not really doing anything new or interesting to try and make the space grow in a way where it can be more sustainable. So that's what we've been really brainstorming on and ideating on for Moist Esports. How can we do things different and make it more exciting and more fun, and maybe down the line actually profitable, to the point where it doesn't just have to be completely sustained from my piggy bank from streaming? Not that I mind that, but clearly that's not conducive to a healthy organization. Now, we are already doing things very differently than pretty much every org. We take 0% of any of our players' or teams' winnings. They keep everything that they win themselves, which isn't exactly the norm in the space. Now, I understand a lot of orgs have pivoted very hard into content creators and merch, hoping to grow brand awareness through content creators, which will down the line turn a profit, and merch being the absolute focal point. And there's nothing wrong with putting a whole bunch of eggs in the basket of merch, because there's a lot of high quality merch that you can sell, and a lot of them do. We also have merch too. But there's so much more potential in the scene than just that. So our primary goal with Moist Esports is not to just, through any means necessary, find profit, nickel and dime everyone that joins the org and go through these predatory contracts or shady exchanges to try and make a buck off of it. It's truly our mission to make the esports scene more exciting and grow it in a way with Moist Esports where the money comes from the content and not on the backs of players doing deals for the org or taking their revenue that they've earned or anything like that. It's just doing it in a very different way. And we think that the live watch parties could be a really fun idea. So if it goes well this time around, maybe we look at doing it in more than just Tampa. We could do live watch parties across the country and turn it into like a really fun watch party tour, because we do have a lot of teams, so we'd have plenty of content to choose from for majors, super majors, and like in this case, world championships. So yeah, anyway, this is our first big experiment here, and hopefully it goes well and everyone has an incredible time with it, and we can look at expanding it in the future. So tickets are for sale right now. It's September 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Straz Center in Tampa. The format is, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing our watch parties live, so we're going to get our nice big, fucking casting couch out there. We're going to be projecting the game, and we're all just going to be fucking going wild and crazy together. It should be a fun atmosphere. I imagine it'll be very similar to going to a sports game for your home team, but all of the announcers over the speakers are goofballs spouting SpongeBob references and getting real wacky. So yep, looking forward to giving this a try, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.